Okay, so this is the second video in the continuation of the first video, and here you can see that we have already obtained the cross section of the double shaft. And if you zoom out a little bit, you would realize that this cross section is not exactly at the origin of the model. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna translate this particular cross section to the centroid of the whole project. So for that I'm gonna go to geometry, transform, translate, and I'm gonna select this whole cross section here, and I'm gonna translate it using the 2-point vector. I'm gonna select the origin and 1 point on the cross section to translate it, and this is how it has been translated. Okay, a little bit away from the origin again, so I'm gonna do this exercise one more time. Select it and 2-point vector. Let me zoom in at the location of the tunnel this time, sorry, the shaft this time. Select the cross section, put 0 0 0 origin here, and let's see how it goes. Okay, perfect. It goes to the origin and it looks like this. Okay, so now we have obtained the shaft cross section at the origin. For our convenience, let us uh, create the solid of the shaft first, and then we can create the surrounding solids. So for creating the solid of the shaft, let us first create the the surfaces at the bottom of these shafts. Now let us see the top view of the shaft, how it looks like. So as you can see here, right now the shaft is not oriented in the X or Y direction, but to make the modeling a little bit more convenient, we would like to rotate the shaft in such a way that uh, the shaft is aligned towards X or the Y axis. So for that I'm gonna use the rotate feature. So I'm gonna use geometry, transform, rotate. I'm gonna select everything that I have by pressing Ctrl A. The revolution axis would be Z axis, and let us try some angles here. So this is just a random rotation because we just want to align the shaft so that it looks a bit better. Let's try with angle 50° and 52, I guess, would suffice here. Maybe a little bit further. Okay, so right now you can see that once I click on OK, the shaft is aligned in x-axis, which looks a little bit better because we want to do the modeling in such a manner that the drawings are. Now we're gonna rotate this thing by 180° because when I see the drawings, the inclined is like going from positive x to negative x. So let's do this thing. For that, again, geometry, generator feature, we're gonna use rotate feature. We're gonna select everything that we have got here. The revolution axis would be Z axis again, and we're gonna rotate it by 180°, and this is how it would look like. Let us see from the top view one more time. Okay, looks good. And now if I see, now it is in the same direction as the drawings. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, let us now create the surfaces at the bottom of the shaft so that we can create the solid. For creating the surface, we're gonna go to geometry, surface, create NURBS face, and we're gonna select the boundary edges here. So here you can see I'm selecting individual boundary edges so that I can create the NURBS face. Okay, first face is created. Now let us create another face here. Just select all the edges swiftly and click on apply. and it should be created. Let me check if the surfaces are created. So you can go to the works tree and check if the surfaces are created. It looks like there are some edges which I left out, so let me just quickly redo it so that we can create the NURBS face again. Okay, so we have selected almost all the edges here for the shaft number 1.